Hey everybody, it's snowing today! The first snow of the year. We're actually pretty excited. At least I am.
Yep.
We've been really busy, so we haven't had time to really enjoy it like we'd like to. I'd rather have just kind of sat inside, kicked back, talked about all the snow removal options, and chose a couple and said, hey, let's go do that now, Christie. You go ahead and prepare the hot chocolate. But that's not how it worked. We've been working all day on another project that we're going to be showing you soon. But for our snow removal today, we want to show you two different options. This is the first one here. It's a snow pusher by HLA. It's good for hard surfaces. The way it's configured, it's got the rubber cutting edge on it, and I think that's really good for hard surfaces, asphalt, concrete. I think for our gravel, crushed stone driveway, I think we need the steel cutting blade, and I think we can raise it up, get the skid shoes down a little bit lower, and I think it'll work a lot better for that. So we're going to show you this on the concrete portion of our driveway, and we're going to show you the Edge Tamers on our stone driveway.
Without the edge extenders.
Yeah, I guess we don't really need the edge extenders on them, do we?
No.
So while we're out here freezing, you get your hot chocolate ready and stay tuned.
This is the first time I've ever used a snow pusher, so I certainly don't want to come across as the expert on using one of these things. And it is a totally different approach than an angle blade. You have to learn some different techniques. You have to think about the problem differently. Where are you going to put the snow? How are you going to push it there? And I think I've got a lot more to learn on that. Here's the first example of that inexperience. I pulled these two piles back here to get them away from the garage and then realized, now what do I do with them? I was so close to that tree there, it was hard to get around behind the pile so that I could push it off to the side of the driveway. We'd like to thank the folks at Good Works Tractors. They provided this snow pusher for us to play with. I mean, do the work of getting the snow off our driveway. Check out goodworkstractors.com, and since they don't have a direct online ordering link, you'll have to email or call to order. When you do, mention TTWT and you'll get that magic 5% discount. You'll see that I'm struggling a little bit to get the proper curl angle as well as the proper downforce. I found that the float position didn't work very well for me. It seemed to be too much downforce and would pick the front wheels up off the ground. Even so, with just a couple minutes of playtime here, I felt like I was getting the hang of it. I've seen several folks online say that they have the 60-inch version of this pusher, but Courtney at Good Works Tractor strongly recommends that we stick with the 54-inch, and I can see why. The wheel slippage and just general ability to push with this tractor is limited, of course, and the 54 is probably the right size. Having said that, we have not yet filled the rear tires of this tractor, nor do we have any wheel weights. These additions will really help to reduce the slippage. Okay, you've seen it several times, but I just have to mention, this is my favorite feature of this snow pusher. That back drag is an additional option, but I guarantee you I'll have one on mine. I really liked that when I got to the edge of the driveway and was ready to lift up and essentially dump my snow pile, that all I had to do was pick it up. I didn't have to tilt it like you do with a bucket. This really seemed to speed up the process. Another thing I like about a snow push is that it's simple. No hydraulics to connect, it uses the quick attach of the loader, and it's ready to go. We had driven over this for all day and actually had packed it down. It was a wet snow. So I was pretty impressed with how this cutting edge would cut right through that and get the driveway clear.
Okay, so that's our first snow removal solution that we wanted to show you today. This is a new HLA 1500 snow push. I think I'm going to call it a snow pull because that's what I liked about it the best on this little area anyway. I don't have a very good place to do a push and really show how it pushes. One problem I've always ran into when I was working in the neighborhoods was right next to the garage door. I just couldn't get the snow away from the garage door with my blade. This thing is fabulous at that. This back drag option gets right up there and pulls away. Now, you might have noticed a negative. That would be that loud noise when I was dragging, and that's the steel cutting edge on the back drag. But one thing I loved about that was we had lots of tracks in and out of here. We're frankly a little bit late getting the snow removal done this afternoon. We had lots of tracks, and this is a very packing snow. But with that steel cutting edge, I was able to really just pull those right up. So it's totally clean. Very impressed with how that worked.
The snow push is a great attachment, but it's also a good bit of money. The next item we're going to look at is much less expensive.
Christy, I don't know about you, but my cab's not working very good.
Mine neither.
Oh, you mean you don't have a cab there behind the camera?
I wish.
Maybe we need to get you your own little rig to video from.
That'd be great. I'm deciding that this is probably the only application where you don't want the teeth on the bucket.
Yeah, I have a feeling the aggressive teeth would not be entirely suited for snow removal.
What size socket are you using?
3/4. English units. Okay, we got them on. We're ready to go.
These are the Edge Tamers. EdgeTamers.com. This is the least expensive snow removal option for the 1 Series tractor, and I would argue that it's the most bang for the buck. You can get a pair of these, I believe, for a little less than $100 if you use that coupon code TTWT for a 5% discount. Once again, Mr. Inexperience here. In my city neighborhood with asphalt and concrete driveways, I would just set that angle blade down and go, go, go. But here we've got about 1/8 of a mile of very thick crushed stone. And when spring comes, I'm hoping that crushed stone is still in my driveway rather than in my yard. It's possible to make it gouge and pick up rocks with the Edge Tamers, but they really do resist it.
How's that cab working out for you?
It's invisible. It would be nice if it was real.
Not very well insulated either.
No.
Doesn't work very well either. Well, Christie, the Edge Tamers really help a lot. Our rocks are, well, they're just loose. I think they were just put on before we bought the house. So there's a real thick layer of loose rock. Really a challenging environment for any snow removal to work in, but the Edge Tamers helped dramatically. They weren't perfect. I mean, I still had some challenge with getting the rocks into the bucket. I think did you see the same thing?
Yeah, I did.
I don't think I could have done it without them, to be honest. Are you getting cold? You gonna give up on me?
Yeah, I'm freezing.
I think I even see the microphone out here on the front shaking.
I think it is. My hands are just, even though I have gloves on, they're frozen.
Well, I think you've done your duty for our viewers this afternoon, and I hope you guys have enjoyed watching us with the snow removal. We've got a lot to learn about removing snow from a rock driveway. You can learn with us. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.